So once the students have clicked on the ArcGIS map link, what you then want them to go is into the Open in Map Viewer Classic, and then it will come up with an option saying Modify Map. And then you're offered the chance to sign in. Now, I definitely would advise doing this. They can work on the map without them, that's not a problem. And the same matches, but they won't be able to save it. So this takes them any more than one lesson, which it might do. They'll lose their work. So there is information available on this as to how to set up a school account. But once you've got the kind of logins for the students, they need to go to the sign in section. So I've added here the login for a student in my group, and then I go to sign in. As I said, the functions don't change, but it does allow you to save, which can be particularly helpful. You then need to start adding the different layers that you want to use. Now, if a student has already worked on this, then they can go and open up something they've already worked on. So if I go to Gallery here, this will show me some of the previous maps that have been made. So I've started working on one, I can open that up. Now I've done one more recently. I see a whole load of clutter in here. But if I go to Date Modified Today, that'll bring up the one that I want to open up. Now, if it does open up, it's in kind of a viewer mode, so that's fine. I want to go into Open in Map Viewer Classic. Just helps me edit it a little bit easier, and you'll be presented with this, which is a map that has already been started work on. Now, it's really important that at each part of this one, the symbols are linked into the research. But if I just show you how you add some of these symbols, you go to Add Map Notes, and you can label them however you want. But to get a good variety and selection of different symbols, you can click through these to find whatever you're looking for. So let's say I'm looking for a particular recreational symbol. Okay, I'll go to Create, and it gives you some options there. And I've already got some loaded up here. So there's some of the bike trails you might want to add, points of interest, and there you can see a whole variety of different ones going through. Now, as part of the map notes, there's also infrastructure, which I loaded up earlier on, and those different symbols you can add there as well. The other one in the map notes for areas, which again, if you go to Add Map Notes, okay, and just go to Map Notes itself, Create, that gives you the chance to actually outline the whole area of your suburb, which will probably be one of the first things I do too, just by creating and clicking through to create a polygon. Now, on each of these, you can add descriptions. And again, if you've saved this and the pupils want to do their justification here as to why they've added a bicycle trail in this area, they can share that with the teacher or whoever's looking at this work, and that's another way of assessing them if you don't want to fill out a table within the booklet itself. And you've got the share function and the save function or print function, whatever you want from that one too. There's also some nice feature where, just by close that, doing some measurements, different areas, they want to add that into their description. And if there's any other layers, you can also use the other functions of ArcGIS if they want to. And there's a whole variety of different layers online that they can add, part of the Living Atlas that they could potentially explore as well. But I think for this project alone, it might be just best to base it on the research they've done and use the symbols available to them.